Hi there, I'm Lauren from Go for Growth, and today I'm going to be running you through the online registration for Blue Light Emergency Services e-tendering portal. And the portal is hosted by EU Supply. Now we are starting off on the home page for the portal, and to begin with, what we are going to do is select the new supplier registration link. Once you've selected that link, it will fetch you out to the supplier registration form, as you can now see on my screen. To save a little time today, what I have already done is pre-populated my answers for the form on a second page, which I'm now going to flick over onto. And as you can see there, my answers are now already filled. Now, before we do start to run through the registration, I do just want to run over the instructions, which you can see on the left-hand side of my screen. So these instructions advise that if you are unsure of anything regarding the registration, you can email UK support at eu-supply.com. The instructions also advise that during the registration, you must supply company contact information. So this is information for the best person for authorities to contact the company that you are registering. Finally, the instructions advise that if the administration information that you are supplying is going to be the same as the company contact information, you can just select the copy from above button, which we will see when we are completing the registration itself. If the information does differ, however, you can of course manually input the information, and do note that it is important that the email address that you are providing is correct, as it is going to be used by the system to send alerts and messages going forward. So to start the registration itself then, we are first going to come to the general company information section. So I will note that before we do start, anything that is marked with a red asterisk must be completed before you will be able to submit your registration. So first then, we are going to be asked to confirm the type of organisation that you are registering. So there is a drop down box for you to select from, and as you can see, I've already selected sole trader. Box. And next you're going to be asked for the company trading name. I did forget to mention before, but if you do see these blue question marks that I've currently got my cursor over, you are able to click these and it'll fetch up a quick description of what information you are needing to supply at this point to move on. So I've popped in Lauren's Dogs as my company name here. And next it will ask for an organisation number or VAT number. It is marked with a red asterisk, so you would believe that you do need to submit something here, but as you can see, I've put NA. That's because if you do click on the blue question mark, it does advise that if this section isn't applicable to yourself, you can select NA or type in NA and move on. Next, so it will ask for a DUNS code. You'll see that this isn't marked with the red asterisk, so you can move forward without popping anything in here. If you are unsure what a DUNS code is, you are unsure whether you will have one or not, select the question mark and it'll give you a quick description of what they are looking for. So next, is the company that you are registering a small or medium enterprise? If so, select the blue box below. Moving on then, so the company address. This is the address that is the legal registered address of the company. The postcode, which is the legal registered postcode for the company you're registering. Which city, or in my case town. Which country. Then next it'll ask for a description of the business that you are registering. You have a maximum of 500 characters here. As you can see, I've not added too much information. I've just popped that the company that I'm registering today is a dog grooming business based in Barnsley, South Yorkshire. Moving on. That section complete. Moving on to company contact information now. So as we did mention at the beginning of the registration, this is contact information for the best person for authorities to contact going forward. If you select the blue question mark, it will give you a brief description of that there. Okay, so once you have filled in the point of contact, you're then going to move on to phone type. So select what kind of device it is that you will be contacted on going forward. I'm selecting mobile. And in the box next to it, you'll just provide the contact number of the device that you have selected. Next then, an email address. So email address for the main point of contact, whether this is your generic company email or a personal email. You can then send a test email. Okay, so that is company contact information complete. Next, we are going to move over on to administrator information. Now, as advised in the instructions at the beginning of the registration, you can copy the information from above if that is going to be same as the company contact information. If your information does differ, however, I am still going to run through this section so you know exactly what to supply. So it's going to be first name this time around and last name. The company role or work area. I'm registering as a dog groomer, so I've put my role or work area down as pet services. Again, so a phone type, that's mobile, work, home. Phone number. An email address. Again, you can send a test for that. And then select preferred language. So once you've supplied all of that information, then you can move down to administrator credentials. So here you're going to create a username. As you can see, I've put Lauren's Dogs 1. Password. There is password policy here to ensure that you are matching the requirements. So it does advise that the password can only contain letters from the alphabet A to Z and numbers 0 to 9. Confirms that the password must be at least 8 characters long. The password must contain at least one letter. The password must contain at least one capital and one lowercase letter. And the password must contain at least one number. So once you are happy with the administrator credentials that you've created, you can then move on to the next section, which is email addresses for alerts. So as advised in the blue box here, so alert emails, this is the option to enter email addresses for company users who wish to receive email alerts regarding tenders that are relevant to your business. So as you can see, I've already added the email address which I'd submitted earlier on in the registration, but you do have the option to add multiple at this point. So once you are happy with the email addresses provided, we are almost ready to look at submitting our registration. However, before we can do so, we do need to confirm that we have read the terms and conditions and that we do accept these. So you'd select the blue terms and conditions link here. You are advised, of course, to read over these and confirm that you are happy before submitting the registration. Now, once you have read over those and you are happy, you do have the option to read over the privacy notice. You can then select that you have read the terms and you do accept them. Now at this point I would advise just to have a quick scroll back up the form and confirm that you are happy with all of the information that you have provided. Ensure there's no piece of information missing. Now once you have done so, you can select Save, which will submit your registration. So once you have selected Save, you will be redirected to the page which you can see on my screen now. So this will confirm that your registration is now complete and you are able to log straight in. I hope that this video has been helpful for you all. If there are any questions, please do comment below. Thanks very much for watching.